On March the 10th, in the year of our Lord, 1869, their lordship in the legislature of the state of New Jersey adopted the following law concerning the land known previously as Bergen Neck.
My name is Richard Lalina, and I'm the official town crier of the New Jersey State League of Municipalities.
At present, known as the Township of Bayonne, shall be one municipal corporation to be known and called as the City of Bayonne. And be it enacted that this act shall take effect immediately. Approved, March 10th, 1869.
Today was a great day for the city of Bayonne, especially for the people who are living here now. Bayonne is going through a renaissance. We had a lot of people who are just moving into town, and to learn about what Bayonne is, where it's been, and where we're going.
I had a great day today. We celebrated one of the greatest ideas in the history of the state of New Jersey, and that was the idea to create the city of Bayonne.
When the committee first formed, when I started here, I said, we have to have this at the library. We have to have this event at the library.
May I all ask you to rise and remove your hats? As I will ask the Bayonne High School Honors Choir to come forward and sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
I would like to invite up Public Information Officer for the City of Bayonne, Joe Ryan, and Miss Bayonne Centennial from 1969, Michelle Pika Laskowski.
I was born in Bayonne, and in 1969 I was Miss Bayonne from the Miss America Scholarship Pageant, and because it was our centennial year, I was also chosen to be Miss Bayonne Centennial.
In 1861, the 1,300 inhabitants of the peninsula between the Morris Canal and the Kilvan Cull seceded from Bergen Township. They started something new called the Township of Bayonne.
Today was a great ceremony. It took several months to plan, and it was wonderful bringing together a number of reflections on the history of our city, along with the music of today's students.
We thought this was extremely important for the community to see what type of talent you have in terms of singing, and as kind of a plug to get the general public to know exactly how much musical talent we have, and especially with choral music.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
I can tell you, our city, in the hands of our youth, is going to be fine. Trust me when I tell you. Between our teachers and the way these children are growing up today, and the feeling and the caring that they have, this city is going to continue to move forward. So thank you very much for being here today.
Today's celebration, celebrating our 150th anniversary, of Bayonne become incorporated as a city back in 1869. Hearing the story how Jersey City tried at, a year later to force Bayonne to become part of Jersey City, and the people stood up and went, no, we're not going there. This is our city.
In the next portion of our program, we'll be inviting various officials to come forward with items to submit to our 2019 time capsule. We are preparing a time capsule to be opened by the people of Bayonne in the year 2069. I promise I won't be here. That time capsule will contain documents and objects that represent aspects of Bayonne as it is today. I would like to ask Library Director J.P. Porcaro to wheel forward the temporary time capsule on a cart. When I call your name, please come forward with the items for the time capsule. Please state into the microphone what your items are, then place them in the temporary time capsule. First, Assemblyman Nicholas Chevroletti.
I actually have a letter that was drafted by Governor Phil Murphy recognizing and congratulating Bayonne on its 150th anniversary.
Former Council President Joe Makowski.
And I'm happy to present a medal that was given to the councilman by Mayor Grenet. And it has on it the motto of Bayonne, France, which is Nunquam Haluta, which means never defiled.
It shows everyone's feeling here was full of warmth, full of happiness, because people are very excited about Bayonne and about the future of Bayonne.
Representing our council, Councilman at Large, Juan Perez.
Yeah, during the war, we used to do here, they used to do sailboats here. Even Charles Lindbergh sailboat was built here in Bayonne and delivered to where he lived.
I was going to put a picture of me in there, but the mayor talked me out of it.
It's not big enough.
What we have here is all sorts of items in the envelope, and also we have our agenda for our council meeting.
So when the war came, Bayonne started making PT boats for the war. There were a lot of PT boats in the Pacific that were made here in Bayonne, and a famous one is PT 109.
Business Administrator, Urban Enterprise Zone Coordinator, and former Mayor Terrence Malloy.
Good afternoon, everybody. What I have here is a couple of things. One is a USB drive, which is contained on it is all of our recent commercials that we've been playing on cable TV, which is really showing our business district, our new buildings, in a positive light as we see it today.
Our city clerk, my close friend, a downtown guy.
I have been the clerk now since July of 1978.
Robert Sloan.
On April 17th, coming up, I will tie the record for the longest serving city clerk, meeting the record of William C. Hamilton, who was the clerk from 1871 to 1911. I wanted this city administration to be remembered 50 years from now as the city administration, the mayor and council, who were sitting on at our 150th anniversary. So what I have is an invitation to the inaugural celebration of the mayor and council from July 1st of 2018, and then the minutes of a special meeting of the municipal council held on November 20th, 2018, which was called for the purpose of filling a vacancy in the First Ward Council seat and appointing Neil J. Carroll III as the now current First Ward Councilman.
My grandfather, who I just lost a few months ago, was in Bayonne for 91 of its 150 years.
Our fire chief, Keith Weaver.
I have several items for the time capsule. The first two would be a fire department patch and a patch from the Bayonne Office of Emergency Management.
My wife and I are both lifelong citizens of Bayonne, and we wouldn't think of living anywhere else.
Representing our police department, Deputy Chief Walter Rogers.
We have an envelope that includes a letter to the future residents of Bayonne. We also included patches similar to the fire department. We have a table of organization listing all the members of our organization, and we have a couple photos with our signatures, the leadership of the Bayonne Police Department.
My grandfather worked for Standard Oil, and when he retired in 1974, I believe, they gave him a paperweight, and they closed the refinery. It was like one of the last barrels of oil that came out of there, and they put a drop oil in each paperweight, and we still have that in my household today.
Peter Hastings of Bay TV.
We're going to include a DVD of recent city events. We have the Fitzpatrick Park tree lighting from December 2018 and the State of the City address starring Mayor James Davis from April 2018.
I was involved with a couple of different things because I was both the library and the Historical Society for this event. We put up an exhibit about 150 different things from Bayonne history.
Historic Preservation Commissioner Carmela Carnoustas.
I'm happy to present this document, 150 Facts About Bayonne. It's technically a timeline presenting the history of the city of Bayonne.
Historic Preservation Commissioner Donna Hollivak.
My picture is of Bayonne City Hall taken during the holiday season. For those who will be opening the time capsule in 2069, I want them to see by my picture how bright and beautiful our Bayonne City Hall was decorated during the holiday season.
I get to put something in, and it's an I Love Bayonne t-shirt that we ran on in 2018 with my name and the name of every member that ran for council and won that year.
It was great seeing so many current and former officials here, and I particularly enjoyed when people made the presentations for our time capsule. There were a lot of surprises in the people and the things that they brought today. I was very impressed by that.
At this time, I'm going to bring up our council president. I can't think of anyone that I would want standing next to me and being the council president over the last 4 years, this 4 years, and hopefully going forward, than anyone than our first female council president in the history of Bayonne, Sharon Ashnadrowski.
Thank you. It's an honor for me and my colleagues, Sal Galise, Neil Carroll, Gary LaPalooza, and Juan Perez, to be the administration serving during this time when it's 150 years. But there are obviously a lot of people who came before us and who set this all up for us very nicely.
And to tell you the truth, I'm going to make sure that they bury the time capsule on our property, just so that way we have it here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank everybody for being here today. This is our city. And like I said when we began, this is who we are. And I will say it again, and I will say it to the day I no longer breathe. There is no more unique city in the world than Bayonne.
See the city transforming one more time into a city that is going to become, because of our location, almost like a bedroom community. And because of our ports, the warehousing industry is exploding here in Bayonne. And that's where the city's going to go in the future.
This is, and no doubt in my mind, the greatest little city in the world, and a city that has meant so much to the United States and to the people of this country.
Even in politics, you can see that Bayonne doesn't want any outside influences.
And it's up to us to show everyone else how it works and move this country going forward. That we all could look and work and play with each other, no matter what we look like, no matter what God we pray to. Because this is who we are. And what we are Bayonne. Thank you very much.
Let the celebration extend through all parts of the realm of Bayonne, its upland acres, its territorial waters, its offshore islands, and all of its dominions beyond the seas. Not sure of the time, but all is well. May God bless the great people of Bayonne, and now more than ever, God bless America.